What's going on, everybody? My name is Hydros and welcome back to some more My Hero Academia Ultra Impact, and today we have a tutorial on how to actually use the ability board system within My Hero Academia Ultra Impact. And what the ability board system is going to allow you to then increase your character's potential to then make them even stronger, so that way you can take on harder events such as the USJ, the VE Tower, and probably other harder events are going to be coming in the future of the game. And then also I'm going to tell you guys how to actually use the limit break board, and that is going to be something that's going to increase your character's potential even farther to then make them even stronger. So before we go into getting everything here in today's video, make sure you guys go down there, click that red subscribe button if you haven't already, to join the Heroes and Villains community here today on Hydros Impact, as well as click that bell, turn on all notifications, that way you miss out on any future videos such as guides like this one, summons, showcases, tutorials, gameplay, everything relating to My Hero Academia Ultra Impact is going to be your best one-stop shop right here on YouTube. Now, to get to the ability board system from your home screen, you're going to be clicking the bottom button, which we have the bottom row of the white icons right there. You're going to be clicking the second from the left, which is kind of like Deku's like little cowl icon. So we're going to click it. And then to then get to the ability boost for your characters, you're going to click the middle one, which is the Deku and All Might one, which is your training button. And then the ones in blue are the ones for your characters, and the ones in gold are the ones for your memories. We're going to want the ones for our characters right now, and then we're going to go over the memory limit break and stuff in the future on another video, so stay tuned for that. But we're going to increase our limit break and also our ability board. So we're going to want to click the bottom blue button on the bottom left, which is right here. And then you're going to want to select a character that you want to increase the ability board for, which I have plenty of characters that I probably need to do the ability board for. So let's go ahead. I'm going to choose my all for one, and we're going to be brought to this screen right here. Now, this screen is going to be familiar if you've played a few gotchas here and there. It is something like a hidden potential system if you've ever played Dokkan. It is something like the soul boost system like DB Legends, and probably other potential system from other games as well. It has 10 nodes for each board, and there are a total of 9 boards per character, so 90 nodes in total. And you're going to be able to then farm all the mats and everything like that for these boards within the game to then unlock your character's potential even further. And there are a couple special nodes within the main ability board, which we're in the main ability board right now. If you click that orange button at the bottom, this is going to be how you're going to switch between your main ability board and then your limit break ability board. So this bluish, like tealish color at the top is going to be your main ability board, which is going to give you stuff like HP increase your levels of your plus ultra, and then obviously give you other special things like awakening your character arts and also giving you your second action skill. So if you click the purple one, that's going to bring you to your limit break board, and there's only one currently right now. They could add more in the future, but there is only one, and this is going to be a special one. We're going to go over this one after we go over the main one. So we want to get to the teal one first, and then to the bottom right here, there's that white one, that white icon right there. That is going to be your unlock all button. That's going to unlock all the available nodes that you have mats for within the game. So it's going to unlock all of these right here, and then it's going to go to this one and lock the next 3, and boom, that's an auto unlock feature for you right there. Now you can auto unlock ones by clicking on the node, and then also just, if I tap that one, I'll unlock it, but then it'll also unlock the nodes previous to that as well. Now, if you are missing mats in the game, like say you click on a node, it's going to bring up the materials that are required and how many are required. Now this node requires one of this reddish juice box looking item right here. If you click the icon, if you've done a good bit of the story, it's going to give you the stages that you've cleared that you're going to be able to then get that item from. So let's say I want to go to 1-8. Now I can farm this item on 1-8. You can see it right here. But this stage I'm not going to want to use because there is a specific type of system in the game in order to farm these mats. So if we go back and I want to go to 1-7, that's still not one. Let's see if we go to 1-8. Nope. If we go to, let's say 1-2, is it going to bring it? There we go. That is the one I'm going to want to use because this is going to have the highest chance of dropping that item that I'm going to need. So the way you can tell is this middle row right here that I'm scrolling through. The farther left that the item is, the higher chance of a drop rate it's going to have in the game. Now, I know they don't really list any drop rate specifically right here on the ability board or anything like that when you're skip ticketing, but if my knowledge and through my experience, the farther left that these items are, the better chance you're going to be able to get them. So if I go to this stage, my highest chance of getting this red juice box icon is going to be higher here than, say, if I go to 1-7, I'm going to be getting more of those green items there instead of the red juice box, which is a little bit farther to the right now. So my best chance of getting that red one is the one that's going to have it farthest to the left. Obviously, you're going to get gold. You're also going to be able to farm skip tickets and stuff like that, but the farthest to the left for the item is going to be the higher chance of probability that you're going to actually receive the item. So let's go ahead. I'm going to use one of my skip tickets here. And the beauty about the ability board is that you can farm everything within the ability board screen. There's no going through different screens, different menus. It's well, I guess different menus technically, but you're not going through and going back and forth through different screens. It's all right here on the one screen. And I love that right there, that, it's just such a good quality of life thing to obviously have in the start of the game. And it's just super good. So after you get your one item, you can then click this orange button. Boom, it's going to unlock it and we're ready to go. I got a 30+ on my power increase. And like I said, there are special nodes in the boards. Now for this main ability board, there are two nodes in particular, and this first one is right here on the very first board, and you're going to notice it right away. It's that pink text looking ability, or that node right here, that fourth one. That fourth one is going to be how you're going to unlock your second action skill. So let's go back to all for one really quickly before we do that. If I click and hold on all for one really quickly and we go to the middle one, as you can see here, we have our plus ultra, our first action skill, and then you can see our second action skill is actually locked. So in order to unlock that, you're going to want to go to your nodes, go to the first page, and then click on that fourth one. And that fourth node on the board that has that pinkish text on it is going to be the one that's going to unlock your second action skill. So if we click it, and then we go ahead and unlock it, as you can see, it's going to unlock the node before it, and now it's unlocking that node. So if we go back and look at all for one, and we go back to this abilities, as you can see now, my second ability is now unlocked and I can use it. And now I can also increase my potential in the ability board to then increase those levels. You see that each thing has a level next to it. As you increase your ability board, those levels will also increase as well. I believe the max is 5 total in the game. I'm not sure if you can actually get all 5 at this current time, but the max is 5 for each ability and stuff like that in the game. So if we go back to all for one's ability board, there we go. And then if I click this, I'm going to go ahead and click the auto button, let it go ahead and go boom, boom. And then if you just tap, it'll auto complete for you. That way it's a lot quicker. And then each page that you complete, for every page, all 9 pages, once you complete all 10 nodes on the page, it will then give you free 10 gems. So you get something back for it, which is awesome. And then here we go. I'm going to unlock my next 3. And then there we go. It's going to go all the way. So the next special node that you're going to look forward to in this main ability board is going to be on page 6. And that's also going to be accompanied by that pinkish looking text that's going to be right here on the screen. And what this one does is that it's going to require character shards and other items that you're going to be farming in the game. And this is going to give you your character art awakening. And that's going to give you that awesome looking art that's going to be, you're going to be able to chill it on your home screen and everything like that. So this one does cost these shards, and the way to get those shards is through summons. And the way you get them through summons, let me go to the store really quickly. So if we go all the way back and we go to the shop. So once we're in the shop, you're going to want to go all the way over next to the VE. So the very, very right top icon row. And that's going to be your hero medals. And this is where you're going to be able to get your UR character shards. And each one is specific to each character. And the way you get these hero medals is through summons. So when you are summoning, you get a dupe of a character. Those dupes are automatically converted into these hero medals. And then that's going to allow you to then buy these character shards. Because the way the dupe system works in this game for characters is that you pull the character initially, you unlock the character. And then after that, when you pull a dupe of a character, as I mentioned, they auto convert to these hero medals. URs convert to 80 hero medals. Rs convert to 2 hero medals, and I think SRs I think are like 20 or 40, something like that. It's a little bit in between, but yeah, every time you pull dupes of characters, they're going to auto convert to those hero medals up here at the top. As you can see, it's going to convert to those right here, and then you're going to use those hero medals to then buy these character medals within the shop. Now these medals here These medals are going to be used for that 6th node that I was talking about. So if we go back to our ability board and we go back to all for one and we go back to page 6, as you can see, those character shards, it's going to take 50 character shards to unlock the Card Art Awakening node on page 6, the very final node on this board. This one right here is going to take 50 character shards. Now, until you get those 50 character shards, you're not going to be able to unlock 6, 7, 8, and 9 fully. Well, you're going to unlock everything else in this board. You're not going to be able to get the 10th node, but you won't be able to unlock 7, 8, or 9, which obviously do cost items that do farm in the game. It's only page 6 on this board that use the hero medal or the character medals or the character shards in the game. So only page 6 final node is going to use these, and again, that's for your character art awakening, and then also it takes the item right here that you're going to be able to farm on a stage as well. Now let's go ahead and talk about these character shards. What those character shards are also going to do, besides this one node on this board, is if we go to our limit break board by going to the purple one, this board is going to take character shards, all 10 nodes are going to require character shards, so it actually increases as you go. So this first node takes 10 character shards, and what this first node here is, I would recommend, if you can at least get 10 character shards in the shop, buy 10 character shards with your hero medals. That way you can unlock this specific node, because this one node is going to unlock your second passive for your character. So if we go back and let's say I want to go to muscular, if we go to his abilities, as you can see here, he's not unlocked, and that does cost 10 hero shards to actually then unlock his second passive, right? So if we go tap on his card and we click his middle thing, and then boom, this right here, this is his second auto skill, or like a passive skill basically. The second auto skill is going to unlock when you use that first node on the limit break board. And as you can see with my all for one, if we go to his, mine is unlocked because I did already do that first node, as you guys saw. So this right here is where you're going to then increase your character's level. As you can see, we see this one, or no, not that one, excuse me. We see the level up here, level up there, everywhere there's a level up somewhere. And the max for a UR, it's going to give you level 100 for your character the more you unlock. So if I unlock this one, this is going to increase my level up on that. If we unlock this one, that's going to also increase my character's level to 85. As you can see, it's going to go from 80 to 85. Then if we do that one, it's going to increase a level up on one of my abilities there. And then if we click this one, it's going to increase stuff on my HP, speed, and power and stuff like that, right? And if we click this one, that one's going to get me to 90 technically, because it goes up every 5. So this one would go to 80, that one would go to 85, this one would go to 95, and so on and so forth. This one would go to 100, I think, or no, this one would go to 100. Yeah, so the final one would get you to level 100 pretty much. And these are all going to cost hero shards, which you're going to get by summoning over time, by getting those hero medals through summons, right? So that's how you're going to get those. And those for each character are going to cost a lot of shards. So I'm going to tell you guys how many it's going to take per character. So it takes, from what I understand, it's going to take at least 500 shards to unlock everything on a character that is a UR rarity. For an SR rarity, it's going to take 400, and for an R rarity, it takes 350 character shards. So these right here that you see on screen, that right there, it's going to take 500 of those to fully unlock this board and the other board, the main board that you're going to see here. So that 6 node plus all of these. Node 6 plus all of these equals 500 on UR characters. On SR characters equals 400, and then R characters is 350. That is a lot of shards, and I know that sounds like a lot of summons that you're going to have to do to get those, and it probably is a lot of summons actually, but the more that you get these over time, the better you're going to increase your character's potential, the more you're going to increase like your base stats, the more you're going to increase the levels on your ability. So if we go to my all for one here, again, what the ability board is going to do is mainly give you your second action skill, your second passive in the limit break board. And then also, like I said, it's going to increase these levels here right to the right of the abilities. As you can see here, my second one, if we go to my first ability here, right here, that is level 2 because I've already got a level up through one of the nodes. So my ability is now level 2. And then also the other ones are going to level up as you further increase the board nodes as you go on. And then also, as I mentioned here, your stats are also going to be affected by it. You're going to get little buffs to your stats here and there for your HP, your power, your speed. And I don't think crit rate, but I may be wrong. Crit rate may go up here and there. But at least the three main ones, your HP, power, and speed, are going to be going up in you know, numbers and stuff like that. So that's going to be increasing your power a lot further. And again, the ability board is literally, like I said, it's going to increase your character's potential. It's literally a potential system within the game. The main board is pretty much free except for the 50 character shards. It's pretty easy to get those if you're summoning over time. You can easily get 50 over time for the character art awakening to this and then finish your main board out. I know the limit break board for a lot of free-to-play players is going to take a lot of time for you. And you know, that is what it is. It's the nature of a gacha game. Remember, at the end of the day, we are all playing a gacha game. And again, for every board that you complete, every main ability board, so if we go back to the ability board, let's go to all for one, and we're going to go back to our main one. So every board that you complete, if you complete all 10 nodes, just remember you get 10 free gems in the game for free for completing each one. So if we complete the first 5, that's 50 free gems per character. So you can go to every character completing at least the first 5 ability boards, and then you're getting 50 gems a piece. You complete 10 of those, you get 500. Boom, that's a whole multi right there. So it does add up over time, and especially for you free-to-play players, that's going to be really, really valuable to then get those gems as you're unlocking characters. And as we get more characters, that's even more free gems, and that's even better for you guys, right? So that's how you're going to use the ability board. Everything in the ability board, like I said, all the materials that you're going to need are farmable throughout the story and other events and stuff like that throughout the game. So everything that you need is farmable. It may take some time if you're, you know, a free-to-play player. It will take some time because obviously it does take stamina and skip tickets and stuff like that. So I recommend, you know, if you do have a few gems, it does help to use gems to, you know, increase your stamina or replenish your stamina as you're doing this, because it does take a lot if you're not farming. If you're a whale, there obviously are packs that you can buy to then just do this automatically pretty much, but you know, the mats are farmable. The ability board itself is free. The only one that's really not quote unquote free is this one, because it requires you to summon to get those hero medals, then convert them to the character shards to then complete this board. And I guess the main board does require you to be somewhat, you know, spending your gems to get dupes and stuff like that, because it does take 50 of those shards to awaken the character art. But that's the only one in the main board that really requires that. And over time, you're probably going to get enough to then get those 50 and stuff like that. So that's going to be easy. And also, there is a way to farm these in the game. There is a way to farm those shards, and I will have a tutorial on that in the future. So stay tuned for that tutorial coming soon, because there is a way to farm hero shards in the game, and I will tell you guys how to do it. Just mark my words, I will tell you. Yes, okay, that's how you're going to be able to use the ability board, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about it, let me know down in the comments down below. I tried to be, as best as I could getting this information to you guys, trying to be, not using all this technical jargon too much throughout the videos. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Click that bell, turn on all notifications if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.